What's going on, guys? Alex here with AGV Auto, and welcome back to the channel. Most importantly, welcome back to episode number 2 of modding my Civic Type R. So if you're new here, I did post a couple videos ago, first introducing my Civic Type R and also mentioning that I am going to be recording every single mod that I do to this car just so that way I can see the progress over time. In my previous video, I installed the Cruise Design aero flap, so if you haven't already seen that video, be sure to go ahead and click the card on your screen now. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be installing a high claim item. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell is a high claim item? Well, I'm glad you asked, because apparently OEM Honda window visors are now considered high claim items. So I thought that was pretty interesting when it showed up at my doorstep. Thank God they put that sticker on there because I did not want anyone stealing my window visors. This install is super simple, and I don't believe you need any tools, so how awesome is that? And if you've always wondered what these window visors do, it's literally just so that way you could roll your windows down when it's raining just a tad bit. Other than that, I think it also does add a cool little look to the side of the car. But let's go ahead and crack this box open and let's get into the install. Alright guys, so now that we've opened her up, what do we got inside? So we got bubble wrap, and we have more bubble wrap. No, I'm just playing. So we got what seems to be the 2 front visors, and then we have the 2 rear door visors here. You also have your window clamps here, which we'll go ahead and get into on how to use those, and then you also have pins here. So make sure that you do not lose those pins. And then aside from that, I thought it was pretty cool that they include some rubbing alcohol so you can wipe down the window edges before you go ahead and throw them on. So now that we know what's in the box, let's go ahead and get straight into the install. All right, so we got the car pulled into the garage. Now, very first step in installing these, you want to go ahead and roll down all of your windows. So now that the windows are all rolled down, let's go ahead and grab one of the alcohol wipes here, and we're going to wipe down the surface area. Alright, so we got this one all unwrapped. Now I'm just going to mock it up here. This is very important because you are going to be lining up the pins here on these 2 holes here once we put the brackets inside the weather stripping here. Aside from that, once you put in the pins, you also have 3M here that you're going to peel off, so it's double secured. Alright guys, so hopefully the camera can focus here, but this is one of the brackets here that they gave you. Come on, focus, there you are. So you are going to be putting this bracket inside the weather stripping, so let's do that now. After I mocked it up, I kind of estimated right around here, this area. So you can see here, once you put the bracket in, weather stripping goes back, and that's pretty secure. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some adjusting once we put the window visor back on so we can line up the holes properly. So now that the brackets are all set in place perfectly, you're gonna go ahead and peel off this 3M top layer here, and you're gonna peel off the main one that goes horizontal halfway. Once it's on perfectly with no issues, then that's when we'll go ahead and finish peeling off the protective layer here. So now that it's all holed up with the 3M, you're going to go ahead and put the locking pins that they provide you with the holes that are inside the actual visors. And just in case you guys still don't know which holes I'm talking about, it is these little guys right there. So that's where the locking pins are going to go. And there it is. Sweet. So the passenger side is all done. So this being held up by the 3M tape and also the locking pins there. So I'm just going to wipe it down from all the fingerprints that I left on there, trying to just adjust it and making sure that it's in place. And then we're going to move on to the driver's front side. Alright guys, so both the front driver and passenger side is all done and squared away, so let's move on to the rear. So same process here, you're going to go ahead and use one of the alcohol wipes that they gave you to wipe it down before we go ahead and start the install. And in case you guys are wondering if the alcohol wipe actually works and takes dirt and debris off, let me see if the camera focuses here. Oh, it would help if I get a good grip on it. And there you are, yeah. So you can see all that dirt on there that we got off before the install. So same thing here. We're just gonna go ahead and mock it up so that way we can see roughly where the holes are gonna be so we can put on the brackets on the inside of the window trim. Awesome, so we got the rear mounting brackets on, and of course guys, just make sure that you go ahead and put in the window stripping back in properly because you guys don't want water to get in there. So now that that's done, I'm gonna peel off the 3M like I did on the fronts, and we're gonna go ahead and apply it and put the locking pins. So let's do that now. So now, before we go ahead and apply it, always make sure that these tape strings, tape protectors, I don't know, whatever the hell you wanna call them, just make sure that they're on the outside so that way you're able to just peel it off once you actually apply it. Rear is all put on now with 3M, and now it's time for the locking pins. And of course we can't leave it all smudgy, so let's bless it with some quick detailer. Alright guys, so we are officially all done with the install. Damn, I am freaking dripping in sweat. Not because it was a hard install, but because you can't do a single freaking thing outdoors here in South Florida without dripping sweat. But I was right earlier in the video, so you guys do not need any additional tools aside from what they already give you inside the box. And of course, for all my Type R owners out there and hatchback owners, I will be putting the link of this product down in the description below. And I know that we've just done cosmetic stuff, but just relax guys, we are going to be getting some bolt-ons on the car very soon. As a matter of fact, I should be getting one of my bolt-ons that I already ordered today. That bolt-on is the PRL front mount intercooler with the upgraded charge pipes. So I'm super excited for that install, and for those of you guys that have been following me already for a little while, I am going to be having my boy Benji, which you guys know from earlier videos on the channel, help me install that front mount intercooler. Now that's going to conclude episode 2 of modding the Type R. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can see some more Type R content on your feed. And if you guys like this video, be sure to smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.